There's a great preacher named Billy Graham, and he had this really wonderful story. It's really a way of making a great analogy between faith and the real world. And he gave a talk, and the story was about a particular woman who was a young 18-year-old pilot, and she was making her first flight across country. And during her flight, she got caught up in a storm, and her instruments to guide her in this particular situation and life on her plane failed her. And she was in a real difficult predicament. Most likely fear stricken because her ability to guide herself across the country began to fail. So she reached out to her radio, and she radioed the air traffic controller. And the person who was in the air traffic controller position was able to locate her, find out where she was headed, and where she needed to go to land safely. And she trusted this man who she never seen in her life. With her whole life, she placed her whole life in this person's hands, who she can only hear through the radio. And she was guided down to a nearby airport and led to safety. She could not see a thing, but all she paid attention to was the voice of this man guiding her through the storm. And in a real way, as Christians, we're the ones who have not seen and believe. And Christ truly guides us through his word and through the sacraments, where Christ is truly present in a mystical way, where we truly listen to his word, and when we act upon it, we are guided by the Lord in a real, concrete way. And this gives us the ability to be guided through any storm in our lives. Because we are guided not simply by some air traffic controller who finds us on our radar, but we're guided by the author of life, who truly knows us better than we know ourselves. And the more we practice our faith seriously, the more we come to see this, the more we come to see the reality that Jesus Christ is the light of the world. And he is the one who can guide us through it to our eternal home in heaven.